Hi, hope everyone. My name is Mr. Fruit, and welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast, episode 175. In today's video, we're back, including Rob. He's returned, the prodigal son. Speaking of prodigal son, we talk about Mandalorian as well as many other Disney announcements. The Mario movie reception, none of us have seen it, but we talk about what we've heard so far. Esports are in shambles, orgs dropping left and right. Rob is not only fighting for his life from seemingly maybe some bad food, but he's also fighting for his life and sanity at a bachelor party. Right. All that and more in today's episode, so stay tuned. Thanks for listening or watching.
Manscaped is here with a deal you can't pass over this Easter season. They've got the tools to give you the beautiful decorated eggs of your dreams. Just because it's Easter doesn't mean it's okay to hide those bad boys behind all that tall grass. So make sure your downstairs lawn is mowed. Get yourself feeling as sweet as candy by going to manscaped.com and getting 20% off plus free shipping with code GG. I literally could not imagine not using a Manscaped product. No pun needed. They keep my balls nice and trimmed with no cuts or anything like that. Could you imagine cutting your nuts? That would hurt so bad. Thankfully with Manscaped, I don't have to worry about that. You need to get the Performance Package 4.0 by Manscaped. Inside this ball care bunny basket, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance Boxer briefs, and a travel bag. So save 20% off and free shipping with the code GG at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping with the code GG at manscaped.com. Hop into the new year with the best deal with Manscaped. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in like forever.
Right, I was gonna say.
I feel the same way because, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast, episode 176. We have with us the one, the only, the quite literally pee pee poo poo, Robbie V. Welcome back.
Yeah,
Let's get right into it because
feeling good.
I need to know what, because usually Rob is like, I need my beauty sleep. So for Rob to be like, I didn't sleep last night.
So like, just to like put preface on it, all right. I don't know what I ate yesterday. So I had Cane's yesterday. Okay, you may have seen my tweet. I tweeted like, "Hey, does anybody want me to sub out the slaw for extra piece of toast before we stream? Like, I'm gonna get some food, and then I'm gonna stream." So like, I ate it, and like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you ate it and it kind of went right through your thing, but then like that's kind of the misconception type of thing, like because maybe it's from what I ate yesterday, right? Like maybe what I ate yesterday went through me.
It does take like I forget like at least 8 hours or something. So.
Yeah,
and I remember what I ate there, so I thought it was the Cane's, but Sydney had Cane's yesterday, so that like doesn't make sense.
Maybe she's more resilient.
Well, she got the chicken sandwich, so maybe, you know, the bread cancels it. I don't know. The chicken sandwich is kind of heat there, though. I get it that it is just 3 pieces of chicken on a bread, but
yeah, but sometimes, hey, that's all it takes.
I think it was.
See, I don't think it might have been all the fiber from Cane's. Might have just pushed out whatever was brewing in there.
What I think it was, though, is the night before, Sydney comes downstairs and looks at me and she goes, "I need spaghetti, like badly." And I was like, "Okay, like we could just DoorDash
okay, babe,
Mom's
like spaghetti, like sure, like." So I was streaming at this point, so she got Noodles and Company, okay, and I order the Japanese like pan noodle, spicy pan noodles or something like that. Yeah, very good,
delicious.
I didn't really this one, like when it came, was a little like, I don't know, the noodles were a little wet and soggy.
Not right.
Like
something was wrong.
The beef was a little flimsy, like in there. It wasn't like good. Like I think that's what it was, man. Like it had like it wasn't like crispy red onions. It was like these fucking stringy, gross, wet kind. Like it just wasn't good, but like, you know, I was playing you know, like
man's gotta eat, so
like, I'm just eating it, and like I went, like it was one of those things that I ate was like, whoa. And like normally I eat like shit, so normally that's just all the time, but this was like kind of aggressively, so I haven't had like solid poop since then. And then I don't know if Cane's on top of that just added to it, because like the canes yesterday was basically like the first thing I had eaten all day, and all day yesterday after I ate it because
I couldn't imagine only having canes in the stomach, because even when I eat, I gotta eat canes sparingly, because guaranteed I do have some troubles with it.
There's something about the Texas toast that just makes me shit.
It's something about the grease. What I usually do, honestly, is take off a lot of the breading on the chicken. That seems to help. I don't know if it's the fry, like the grease or something. I don't know. But
I think that, like, for me, the more fibrous something that goes through me, the more it's gonna be like, I don't know what was in there before, but make room, motherfuckers, because I'm in your stomach now.
So I basically go to bed, and like I'm not feeling good. I'm like my stomach kind of hurts, babe. Like it's not looking good. Like I just don't feel great. So fast forward, like I like fall asleep. I'm watching The Mandalorian. I'm like, okay, I'm catch up on The Mandalorian, which we'll get to here in a little bit. And I'll slowly fade off as I eat this edible. So I eat an edible, and I drift off, turn off The Mandalorian. I'm tired. I say peace out to Lizzo, and I pass out, and about 1:30 comes in, bro, and like I wake up, and it's like I throw up, like right, like like literally like, hey, you need a fucking puke, bro, like hey, get up, and like, so like we have like our master bedroom, like has a bathroom in it. I'm a gentleman and a scholar, so I of course go down. I can't go into the basement bathroom because that's where the cat's litter box is, and like
you just throw up more.
That'll be double throw.
Yeah, I don't want to like triple that up. I don't want to do that for the cats. So I go downstairs, immediately throw up. Like it just immediately throw up. And as I'm like pushing throwing up, I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna shit myself. So now I am doing the rotation of going to the bathroom, throwing up into said bathroom, and like, oh my god, now I'm throwing up into diarrhea. I'm gonna throw up even more now. So like, it's just like
I'm gonna throw up. Ugh.
Yeah, dude, it was like
Blue has gunbreaker rotations. Rob has
and like
poop and vomit rotations.
It's always with Rob. It's never just I vomited. It was I shitted and farted and pissed and pooped and threw up myself
and woke up naked on the floor in the bathroom.
I was literally like sitting there going like, man, I wish I was drunk because I wouldn't remember any of this like I was last time this happened.
Vivid shits and throw ups.
So like, but it's just like not, and then it's like to the point where it's like, I can't go back to like bed because like now like
what else is gonna come out of me?
Because like I'm also like pooping and throwing up naked because I like to sleep naked. So now like I'm just cold. Like I'm cold now. Like the house is running cold. We have some windows open.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, like I'm cold now. I look like
and when you're nauseous, cold like, is not
straight
good.
Up. I was waiting for Samwise and fucking Frodo to walk in my living room because I look like Smeagol. Like at 3 in the yo, dude, yeah. Like
just fully see that's like just fully shriveled too, because like bro, throwing up and it's cold and you're shitting like
you know when a werewolf is just transforming from a werewolf back to human? I was like 40% werewolf, like 60% human at that point, like throwing up, like just don't look at me. Like, yeah, don't look at me. But and like I don't want to get into details, but it looked like just lettuce. It was weird. Like there was no substance to it. You know what I mean? Like the throw up had substance, of course. That was like brown, your cliche, a lot of sodies involved with that. I did have a lemonade at Cane's though. I mean, I'm a fan of their lemonade.
Of course.
So I don't know if the acidic in the lemon really worked out. So yeah, I'm here. And then like the night before, I was like, hey guys, can we do like podcast early? I have like a tax appointment. And we could like figure that out. I'm like, yeah, sure. So thankfully my tax appointment is online. So it's basically me just like giving them all the paperwork and like basically going like, yeah, take my money. Like, yeah, you could basically like approve. Yeah,
fuck me. Basically, fuck me.
Yeah, basically like, hey, approve of this. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess. Like, but we need those drones. You know what I mean? That's what it pays for. That's what I like to think it goes towards. So I was like, hey guys, like, do you want to do the podcast like 7 a.m. our time, 8 blues. That way we could just like kind of get it done and over with. I didn't get to like go to sleep till like 5:30 in the guest bedroom. Like, and then at that point it was me just on like Reddit looking up like CS clips and all that kind of stuff. And now I'm here. I haven't eaten anything all day. Probably not gonna eat anything all day. I haven't even drinking water. I'm a little scared of that.
I mean, you should maybe some toast or something, man. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, do the good
But I'm
old
not like
brat diet.
hungry. I'm not gonna eat like I'm not hungry. So like I feel like if I eat, you know, I'm just feeding the mind.
but you have to put something in your stomach, or well, at least drink a lot of water, man.
Yeah, because
Hydrate.
I don't mind pooping water. You know.
Who doesn't? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, that's my specialty.
Can we talk about how does that happen?
I don't know, but if
Because
you don't put
diarrhea-
anything in your body, your next poop be your intestines.
Oh,
Watch out.
shit.
So you better. It's either poop out your intestines or poop
And,
out
like, I'll
some
be real
water.
with
You
you
gotta
guys.
choose.
I get kind of scared because like ever since the Hemi, like every now
Oh
and
my
then there's
God.
a little blood, just a little, not a lot, but just just a little.
That's a
Just the
natural part of
remnants.
life. All right, Rob.
That's weird though. That's weird that we should that at some point we're all just okay with
me and
poop
fruit.
blood.
Me and fruit. You don't?
No,
Rob.
Well, I will say my poops past couple months have been
Clean poops. Hell yeah.
like when I tell you probably the past like 3 months in a row,
Cleanest poops of your life.
I could have gone without toilet paper every day.
That's right, baby.
Literally.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. See, but like,
But before that, I was a nom every day.
Are
Bro.
you team bidet?
see, that's what I'm saying. Rob is like all
yeah.
these things that go. But bidet, continue.
Yeah, sorry. We actually, I don't think we've installed. She got like one that just like clips for Christmas. I don't think we've installed it yet. But no, not
It's
yet.
a lot of work to install a bidet,
Yeah, I don't know.
but it's worth it.
I'm still iffy on them.
Oh no, bidets are the wave.
It
It'll
seems
awaken
fun.
you.
They seem fun. You know, I think I'd have a fun
not?
time. But you know, I saw a TikTok and it's like bros reacting to using a bidet for the first time, and it just like it's like just a close up of their face when the water hits. It's hilarious. One of the bros are like have like and it's like I think Alan learned something today. Like,
But you were saying, Blue?
No, it's just every single time there's a health thing. It's like Rob's like, yeah, I just discovered this, and then it's just like, bro, what do you mean you just discovered this? He's like, yeah, there's a little blood in my poop for the first time. I'm about to be 30, and me and Fred are like,
it's
first
scary though, man.
time,
Yeah,
man?
first
like,
time?
like we've been,
Terrifying.
I
Just
mean,
make sure to let it. Don't force it. That's what you'll get
Yeah,
another Hemi. Just let it.
you
Let it
need to
glide.
just let it flow. Just let it. Don't push it out. You know, it'll come out when it's ready. That's why I
Let's ride.
like to have as clean poops as possible, and I continue to have pretty clean poops, just like having a massive dump truck ass, because I just let it flow out.
Let it happen.
That's what you gotta do.
But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at today. That's why I didn't stream yesterday.
I mean, yeah.
But we got golf it later today, so I'll be ready for that, I think.
On the tee. Okay.
Man,
I'm looking forward to it. Maybe just as much as some people are looking forward to the brand new Star Wars stuff that was announced.
dude,
Yes.
Ahsoka show.
they went in today. I was very pleasantly surprised.
We got the Ahsoka show trailer.
Which looked incredible.
They announced Daisy Ridley will be returning as Rey in a movie.
Yes, whatever.
Here's what I'm gonna say again. We're still in the
leave
Skywalker
it.
saga. Like, bruh, like, can we just go another time, another people?
Well,
Like,
I think
bro, we
they are
had
doing
it,
that.
bro.
I think they just want to continue this.
I feel like for me personally, I feel like they're just trying to patch up
Like
the
Old
damage they
Republic,
did, and it's like,
Like-
man, like,
it ain't happening.
no. With all due respect, if you're gonna let anyone patch it up, just just let Filoni do it. You know, he's the only reason you guys still have any ounce of merit because of Mando and Ahsoka right now.
I don't know.
Well-
Did they announce anything else?
They did announce that Filoni was
yeah.
gonna be doing his own movie. He's finally getting a movie. despite
It's like
literally
the first Jedi ever, right? Like it's about like the first Jedi
yeah.
ever. I saw a movie about that.
That's cool.
So I have it
that's
here.
But yeah,
I
the
have-
Acolyte or something, that
Yeah,
looked
The
really cool.
Acolyte, an upcoming Star Wars series from Lucasfilm coming to Disney Plus in 2024. Daisy Ridley will return as Rey. In Charmin Obeday's, I'm so fucking this. I'm sorry. In her that Star Wars film,
Okay.
Rey will rebuild the Jedi Order. Is apparently what that one is going to be
'Cause
about.
that worked out so well the last time.
Dave Filoni says his upcoming Star Wars film will feature a scene of Grogu getting okay, well I'm just getting owned by fake news. Okay, so here's a cool one. Future Star Wars projects will span over these eras. So it says the Old Republic, and then the High Republic, then the Fall of the Jedi, then the Age of the Empire, Age of the Rebellion, the New Republic, and the Rise of the First Order. So we are getting Old Republic stuff.
Yes.
Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
Manscaped is here with a deal you can't pass over this Easter season. They've got the tools to give you the beautiful decorated eggs of your dreams. Just because it's Easter doesn't mean it's okay to hide those bad boys behind all that tall grass. So make sure your downstairs lawn is mowed. Get yourself feeling as sweet as candy by going to manscaped.com and getting 20% off plus free shipping with code GG. I literally could not imagine not using a Manscaped product. No pun needed. They keep my balls nice and trimmed with no cuts or anything like that. Could you imagine cutting your nuts? That would hurt so bad. Thankfully, with Manscaped, I don't have to worry about that. You need to get the Performance Package 4.0 by Manscaped. Inside this ball care bunny basket, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance Boxer briefs, and a travel bag. So save 20% off and free shipping with the code GG at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping with the code GG at manscaped.com. Hop into the new year with the best deal with Manscaped.
It's just crazy to me. It's taken this long for Dave Filoni to get a film when he's been hard carrying for the past 5.
Maybe he just didn't want it. You know, he's like, I'm already juggling too much.
I guess
James
so.
Mangold
I guess
will
so.
direct a Star Wars film about the first Jedi, described as a biblical epic.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay, so yeah, the next directors of the next Star Wars films will be James Mangold, Dave Filoni, and Charmin Obaid Pinoy, if I'm saying that correctly.
I'm not even gonna try. So, well, speaking of that, now that you're caught up, do just quick little thoughts so far on the Mandalorian season thus far. Now that I think we're up to episode 6 or 7, I think.
I think it was 6.
6.
I think it was 6.
It was a 6 was a trip because when I started watching it, I was like, "What?" Well, quick spoilers. If you haven't caught up with the Mando, it's this Sunday. It's Sunday after Mando, so I mean, like, if you haven't caught up with the current one, like, what are you doing?
What are you doing with your life? AKA skip
I'll keep
ahead,
it
I
as-
guess, a couple minutes.
I'll keep it as spoiler free as possible. Man, they're getting some guest stars this season, and I was like, damn.
I feel
Didn't
like it's
expect
just
that.
like most people are like, oh, I get to work in a little Star Wars cameo.
I was like, fuck yeah, let's do
I
it.
won't make as much, but yeah, sure, I'll be in Star Wars.
Why
You
not?
guys like that though?
I really liked it. I a lot of people weren't fond of this latest episode, but I was entertained. So
I don't really. I'm not like.
It's not that I don't like it, but it's almost like Ed Sheeran in Game of Thrones. Like,
that's because Ed Sheeran is cringe, and everyone
But-
knows Ed Sheeran is cringe.
like, I don't know. I don't hate it, don't love it. I guess I just don't like it.
I feel like
but,
maybe
like,
they are overdoing it a little bit.
I can see
That's what
that
I'm just worried about.
It might be a
I'm
little
just worried
much,
about,
for sure.
Because it does feel like every episode, I'm like, wait a second, that's.
Like,
Wait a
I'm gonna
second,
see
and that's-
fucking
wait a
Cher
second,
next
that's-
episode as like,
He'll be at the cantina singing.
yeah,
Some
I got the
song.
fucking Weekend, going.
Oh, that'd be
crazy
lit.
with John Cena, like
Come
wrestling
on,
in the
that would be
background.
lit.
That'd be sick. John Cena, come on, man.
See, I say like I could see that it could be a little much, but then like you tell me that I'm like, oh, I'm so down,
But,
baby.
It starts
Okay,
in a
so-
Star Wars WWE Show me.
I don't know
Oh
if it's
fuck yeah!
because Joey like really set me up for, and he's like, Rob, some of the Mandalorian episodes are some of the best Star Wars to date. I'm really like, really.
I'm gonna
Sydney and I've been
say
watching it. Very,
for me, yeah, Joey's capping.
yeah, like it very.
This is for right now. It's definitely not as strong as the other 2 seasons, but that's because it's like the past 2 seasons have like it's been Din and Grogu. That's it. And now they're kind of like they're definitely trying to like
I swear to God, Den is the side character now. I
this
feel like
this
that's where they're
season, yeah.
Yeah,
Din
he
very
does
much feels like the
definitely.
side character this time around.
going.
It's a different season. I definitely feel like they're using Mando to kind of like build all their other characters, which they already did a really good job of in the previous seasons. So seeing him just like get like so not totally left behind, but a little left behind is a little jarring for sure.
And I'm gonna say it. I think the Baby Yoda Grogu thing has kind of played its course. It
I
just looks
agree.
weird.
I
It
agree.
looks weird. Like they need to figure that out. Like I don't know. Seeing like a little
Yeah, no, I was hoping we would be out of
good
that.
job, Grogu. Like what the fuck is that? Like we got to figure out what we're doing there. Like just have him do force powers. The flip stuff looks weird. I'll say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how they fix it because as soon as like they take him from like his normal like real self, all of a sudden like a 40 animation like.
I mean, I was
I
hoping
don't-
he would be gone doing his own thing by the time he got into his awkward teen phase. I didn't want to see the awkward teen phase.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's just a little funky, but I mean, it's not bad. Like it's not.
Yeah.
I haven't hit Star Wars fatigue like I have hit Marvel fatigue. I will say.
Oh,
Like it's still
100%. I mean, I think I hit Star Wars fatigue because it was so bad, and Mando and all the new stuff has maybe less fatigued. So, but I'm all in Star Wars after the trilogy. I was like, man, anything just remotely good, give me it. I will eat it.
Yeah, I think so far I'd say it's okay. There are some
All right.
moments that are pretty high for me. Some moments, some misses.
For sure.
Some of like just a lot of moments recently, especially like this season. I feel like more than like season 2 and stuff, just feel either a little campy or a little corny. I'm not talking yet. Boba Fett or whatever chase scene. We're not there.
yeah. That
But there are a
was-
couple scenes where I'm like,
yeah,
this take me out a little bit. Like this.
Wait, which chase scene we talking about? The one on the scooters?
you know
or
the one.
Yeah, oh,
the
you know the
fucking
one.
Vespa Rangers.
You know,
I
the
think we
one.
forget about the little girl running chase scene too, though.
That
Like,
one was
like-
also pretty.
I
See, that
think
one was
the Vespas were
corny.
worse, though. Yeah.
Yeah, the Vespas
Well,
were
the
just
The Vespa
bad.
one was like it was like this is a serious thing. They're trying to make it really serious and cool. It's
And this is
not.
not serious
It's
or cool
not.
at all.
Yeah, they're failing on all fronts. I agree. The Leia one was certified cringe as well, but
But it was like, oh, it's a little girl running from a
Yeah,
bunch of dudes. The Vespas was like, yeah, this is not cool, y'all. Like, no, you're not gonna make this cool. So
yeah. So I'm just. No, I mean, sure. It just feels like again, like they're using this season to just set up other things, or like
very
a whole
much
bunch
so.
of other things, which like can be cool to a degree, but like it just feels like the whole purpose of the season currently is to just like use it to jumpstart other things. Like literally, it's just sort of like, Dan, come along. Yeah, you can
Well,
come.
I don't know.
Okay. You had me at Battle Droids.
I have a sinking suspicion that like they wanted to be approved for these shows, but then COVID happened. And so it was like, okay, we kind of have to consolidate. Like, you want to tell these stories, but we can't have like 4 shows. And it's like, well, how many shows can I have?
All of them.
You can have Mando. What do you mean we can have
What?
Mando? And
Yeah.
so now like they're trying to branch out and tell all these stories, but with only certain, with it just feels like it's kind of starting to burst at the seams this season for sure.
It just feels like
Still
there's
good, but it's
I
definitely
loved
like
Andor.
unfocused.
I just don't have it on the
Oh, and
same level as
Andor was
Andor. Like
oh,
Andor
wow.
was so awesome. Like I loved
yeah.
Andor. I just kind of want that like political kind of thing back. Like this one just seems like, all right, let's go do a side adventure. All right, side adventure over. Kind of main quest now. Oh, side quest. Like
I think that's always been the charm of Mando, but this season for sure definitely feels more like the overarching theme is there, like, oh, we're rebuilding Mandalore, but like it's like side quest, side quest, side quest. So
yeah. Sorry about that.
well, there you have it. Speaking of opinions and reception, the Mario movie is out of the podcast. Have any of us seen it? I know.
No.
Blue, have you?
I'm seeing it next week.
Okay, yeah. So I
But
see
I've
it
already-
tonight.
But I've already kind of seen the reception on Twitter, and I think this is the most like critics versus fans film I've seen in a
Polarizing.
long time, where not even polarizing, just among the audience seems to really love it, whereas the critics seem to be like, it's okay. See, polarizing is like, yeah, the audience is a little torn on it. That's polarizing. If it's like critics and fans, that's more like, maybe the critics missed. Who knows? I mean, we'll see. I haven't seen it, so.
Yeah, I care more about the audience because this is one of those movies where it's just like I've heard it's just fun, and that's really all I'm looking for.
Right? Like what more do you want though out of a Mario movie?
And one of the complaints was like they just have to stick Easter eggs in every couple minutes. I'm like, cool.
Fuck hell
I'll be sitting there like, hey, I get it. Like for me, that's great. Yeah. Like, and as a lot of people point out too. Remember, again, this is supposed to be a kids movie as well.
Yeah, I mean that's Nintendo Mario. It's not. I'm not looking for a socio-political commentary on the state of our socio-political affairs and about the environment, the world-destroying meteor that's probably going to hit us. I just want Mario to go, let's go. That's all I want.
That's all we need.
It'll be like the John moment, John Wick moment. It's just like, yeah. He said it.
Yes.
I still haven't seen that too. Like,
I was gonna say John Wick 4. First off, holy banger!
Oh my god!
Like let me get the go see that.
Yeah, you want some things I got strong opinions on? John Wick 4.
Oh my god!
Oh, like bruh.
Hey, I don't think this is a hot take. I thought it was the best one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, hands down.
I thought it was the best one. And I have been...
It does everything John Wick has done, but better.
Oh, whew. What a movie.
Yeah, like, the action... straight up, like, it's what, like a 2-hour, 40-minute movie.
Felt like an hour and a half, dude.
When I say, like, literally half of it is action. Literally, like, half is it's incredible. Also, super funny at parts. Like I also like a lot of the parts too. It kind of felt like they were kind of tongue in cheek with knowing John Wick at this point. And then
who he is as a character.
Yeah, and then there was this sick Blues know what I'm talking about, but action sequence that was all essentially one shot where they went to this top-down camera view.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was such a sick one. Also, probably the funniest moment to me was I won't spoil anything, but set the dude on fire. The dude runs out yelling, runs back in, and then gets shot again.
It's just so they nail the. I mean, John Wick has always known that it's cheesy, and they play into it. And this one, this one just plays into it in all the right ways, like cornball 80s, but in a modern setting. And the set pieces, holy!
I was gonna say. The cinematography in this one.
Oh my goodness.
Some of the shots are just beautiful. Like that's what they really went next level on in this one. Cinematography
it's like transcends action movie. Like
it was pretty artistic a lot of the times.
The night shots, there is just no other franchise does shots at night better than John Wick because whew, oh my god. Yeah, the set pieces were incredible.
And then
Yeah, peak
surprisingly,
cinematography for sure.
rave reviews over here for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
I
like
still
that.
I need to see that because I thought that was gonna be just a trash movie. I was like,
Yeah,
I had
oh,
no
another
expectations. Yeah.
another Hollywood,
You know what
another
it kinda
Hollywood
reminds me of?
D&D movie.
The Jumanji reboot, like where people saw that trailer and was like, "That looks kind of ass," like that. No, sir. And then people came out of it like, "That was a fun movie, actually."
Except
Like,
this one is like, that was a good and fun movie. Because like when I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. Like, it feels like they didn't really know what they were doing. They spent all their budget on Chris Pine to get some normies. Like, hey, look, you know him. Haha, attractive Chris Pine. Come, Dungeons and Dragons, come watch this. Turns out it's actually just really good casting. And yeah, whole movie. I can't think of the last movie I laughed that many times. There were just some moments that were hilarious. Claire and I couldn't, like, there was one point where Claire and I were the only ones like the laugh kept going and everyone stopped. And I was like, I don't know how you guys didn't think that was funnier because that was hilarious. Just a fun movie, really good. So yeah, surprisingly, I would say
the movies that are stacked right now.
Movies are
and then
back.
there's Shazam.
I heard good things about Shazam. It definitely
I
not
have no
like
interest. I'm gonna be honest.
no. As soon as I feel like for the terminally online people, and in general the more like enthusiastic fanboys like us, like the second they heard, yeah, I mean,
None of this
we're
matters
still
anymore.
doing these movies, but none of it matters. It's like, well, what?
Oh, but also please go see Shazam too. Like, what?
Yeah, it's like what? Why?
I
didn't
still
you,
understand why they
whatever.
didn't wait until after Shazam, but no, whatever.
They shot a bullet way too quick. Speaking of,
And then, well, the weird thing too is, whatever that actor Levi dude is like having a meltdown about all this. He's taking it very
Zachary
personally.
Levi or
Yeah,
whatever.
and he's just.
I like him too. He seems like a fun, cool dude.
Yeah, he's not taking this very well though.
oh,
He's struggling.
well, it also didn't help that like right before the movie came out, he was kind of on his he kind of went on like his crazy like.
Oh, he did.
How do I?
I just know him from that
this?
Chuck show. What was it called? Like, he was like a.
Chuck,
Is that what it's called, Chuck?
I think so.
Okay,
Something like
I just
that.
remember he was like a spy.
I know,
show
yeah,
or
IT,
something.
but yeah, he became like a spy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
funny.
he seems like a cool dude. Like right before the movie came out, he had like all this press about like kind of being like anti-vaxxer type dude and all
okay, so he
the
sucks. Boo.
and all you know the usual anti-vax vibe that people have. So
Just PR disaster. And speaking of PR
Uh,
disasters,
Wait, real
Wait.
quick. I want to
Okay.
give you guys a trivia question. Okay, so with all the movies that are out right now, my parents called me yesterday and they said they saw a movie and they loved it at the movie theaters.
okay,
Would you guys like to guess what movie that is?
can you
That's
give me
in theaters right now.
can you give me a
In theaters
selection?
right now.
I don't know
Yeah,
all the.
sure. I'll give you a selection of the movies near them that are showing, okay?
Okay.
Uh Okay, here we go. So showing at their local theater, okay?
Okay.
They have the choices between Shazam,
Okay.
Creed 3,
Creed 3.
the Super Mario Bros. Movie,
Okay.
Okay.
Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves,
Okay.
John Wick 4,
Okay.
65,
Okay.
Scream 4,
Okay.
A Good Person,
Mm-hmm.
1001,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that one is.
Paint,
Mm-hmm.
Not that one either.
His Only Son,
Don't know that one.
and Air.
Air.
Yeah.
I see you saw it because I've also heard. Yeah, like I think when I saw the picture, Rotten Tomatoes, like both scores, critic and audience, were like 98% or something crazy.
Oh, were they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they fucking loved it. My dad goes, Robert, I just saw one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. And I go, oh shit, he saw like John Wick. And he goes, Air. And I go, of course, never mind. Like, of course,
Well, it
it's
makes
your
sense
boomer
too.
ass.
Well, yeah, if they're gonna see the first one, what are they gonna see? We're gonna go see the one with whatchamacallit? What the fudge?
Ben
Matt
Affleck
Damon,
and-
Ben
Affleck
Affleck.
and Matt Damon. Yeah. I just
See, that's
freaking-
that's like the perfect, like, that's just the perfect bait the perfect
like a
normie bait. The
Yeah.
perfect middle-aged normie white rural America bait movie.
But Matt Damon's streak of like directorial movies, killing it.
I got to give it
Continues.
to Matt Damon for as unseasoned as that man, probably tastes. He can direct a fucking movie.
Did I say Matt Damon? Because it's Ben Affleck.
Oh, Ben Affleck. Ben
Yeah, did
Affleck. Yes.
I'm not sure what I
They're interchangeable to me. Okay, I can't tell the difference.
said.
He won didn't Sicario or not? What's
Yeah,
the,
I think it might have been.
Argo?
Oh, Argo.
It was
Yeah.
Argo.
That's
Yep.
the one.
Argo.
That's the one like he directed that went like crazy.
Well, that's good to hear. Like, but a lot of good movies here right now. Feels good.
Yeah,
Hey, Ben
I'm gonna
Affleck
go
is in
ask
his-
Sydney if she's down to go.
Not
see
a
John Wick
single
tonight.
one's a superhero movie. Look at that.
That's true.
Look at us.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, I saw the trailer for Blue Beetle, and I was just like, I had no interest. Like,
It looked kind
at
of good.
all.
I got
Like, if Guardians is bad, I think superhero movies are in the dumps. If Guardians cannot pull it off,
superhero movies have not been nailing it. Yeah, I was gonna say, because this was a massive dub for movies and Nintendo in general. I was gonna do these stats earlier, but now I'm gonna do it now. Apparently, the Super Mario Brothers movie is estimated for $59 million on Friday, putting it on course for $137 million for 3 days and $195 million for 5 days.
Sheesh. Well, Easter weekend will help with that.
Yeah, exactly. So Mario movies popping off.
You said it's going to be what, a top 5 movie of all time, Christian, or something like that. Top 10.
I said something like that. Yeah.
I mean, with this we haven't seen like a massive just. I mean, the last time was Avatar, but that was because it was Avatar.
Yeah.
But this is like, I think, as far as just a new, fresh movie that has not a sequel. This is probably the first time in quite a while we've had a movie do this well.
I mean, it's an established IP, but I think as long as like if the audience score stays well like this and they get the word of mouth where it's like, yeah, no, I saw it, and like don't listen to what other people said. I thought it was really good. Then I think I mean, we'll have to see how it's doing overseas, because that's really where it, like, does China like it? That's where you're gonna mainly get like the make or break in the huge numbers. But
Yeah.
no, I think it'll do well. I mean, I'll have a better idea after I see it tonight of whether it's like, yeah, I think it will, or like, maybe it won't. I don't know. But
fair.
Yeah, Claire and I are just going and hoping to have fun. So
Hey,
you know who's
and
not
that's the
having
best way
fun?
to do it.
Who's having a bad time?
The esports industry, specifically TSM and CLG. Oh, don't know if you guys heard the news. TSM, it was like a week and a half ago or something, announced, I think they were laying off like 60% of their employees. They're pulling out of League of Legends. They're not gonna have a league team.
Okay, so are they officially like out of league? Like,
I think they're trying to find someone to buy their spot,
yeah,
because I'm not sure how all that works. They can't just like leave. But
so crazy from signing a $500 million contract
with FTX, yeah,
or
and then
like with
it was like
FTX
300 million or whatever.
It was like the biggest esport
not even
ever.
close. Yeah,
it was.
and now
Well, and you're forgetting like about FaZe. I don't know if you've heard about FaZe.
Oh well, yeah,
and,
FaZe
like,
is just a disaster.
What's going on with them?
And they're like public stocks and stuff. Jesus. But TSM is hopping out of the league. Now, granted, they're not. The org isn't dead. They're still going to have teams elsewhere, like focusing. I think they said like they're going to focus a little more on Valorant. They have Apex. They have.
I bet you
some
see
other
him.
things.
I think you see him back in CS2 as well. I think TSM has actually said something about getting back into the CS.
I feel like a lot of people are going to try to get back in if they aren't already. But still a big hit, especially for what was, for the most part, known to be like the most profitable, or not only first off, most popular, but also I think one of the only ones that seem to actually generate profit.
I mean, even Dota is it's looking rough for Dota 2 right now as well. So across the board, esports are struggling.
It's just weird. It's weird to see like a Titan like TSM be like, but then Crazy thing is, 3 days ago, there was a little leak. Someone's like, hey, look out, because come Friday, this is going to happen. Come Friday, guess what happened? Counter Logic Gaming fired every single employee on that day. That's it. They are no longer an org. Not like a...
That's the one that's crazy.
Yeah, not like a TSM where it's like, we got to scale back. Because like even 100 Thieves has done a little bit of firing and rearranging because, again, a lot of it too is the COVID-flation of like, oh, things and then booming and, oh, we're doing, oh, let's get things in. Now it's kind of like, ooh, that's kind of, ooh, and now we got to cut down a little bit. We spread out a little too far. CLG straight up, that's it. They're done. The entire organization, which is pretty crazy, especially for me, having watched League Esports since 2013. I mean, back in the day, it was TSM and CLG like that. Like they're the OGs.
I was like CLG was like one of, if not the biggest, like one of the biggest orgs from like 2013 to maybe like 2016. Like definitely one of the first to like do it.
And it's I don't know. Yeah, I don't know all the details. I know like a certain venture capitalist ducked out. Apparently, the weird part is Madison Square Garden, which I'm pretty sure was backing them, dipped, but is now partnered with the new team buying CLG Spot in League. So I don't know if maybe profit wise or
maybe they just
the
like
future,
look at their books and go like, just
yeah,
no
maybe
shot,
like they see a bigger future in this other org. I don't remember the name of it, but it might be NRG actually. I'm not sure, but it's still just crazy news. And a lot of people are worrying that, what does this mean for esports? I'm still hopeful. Like the problem has always been, how is esports profitable? Because it's not the same way as traditional sports. Like you're not selling $80 hot dogs. You're not getting 70,000 people to a stadium every week. You're not selling nearly as much merch.
Television rights.
Right. So like a lot of the ways you would make money in other traditional sports, you can't in esports. And so it's always been there's something here. We'll invest into it. Maybe we'll make money. Except now it's been long enough where people are like, we're not making money. So some of them are pulling out. So I think things might look a little different. See some restructuring. But I'm hopeful esports will still continue. And there are certainly some titans that'll stick around. Like, I'd be surprised, if like CS, even just League right now, or even Rocket League, it must be nice too. They operate on a much smaller scale.
Oh yeah.
But some of those esports where it's like, I think they're too big to fail anyway right now.
Yeah.
I would have said Overwatch would have failed a while ago, but apparently it's still going. I don't know how that works. Because it's still over on YouTube or something. I don't know. As soon as they went over to YouTube, man, I feel like that was just... I just stopped hearing about it. Yeah, and I lost track, and I didn't know where things were, and then the discoverability was bad. I didn't even know like games were on, and then so I'm like, all right, well, whatever, I'm out. So looks like we might get back to some grassroots. Was sad because watching a tournament a week and a half ago, Smash tournament. It was a summit.
Oh,
and it was the last summit ever. Beyond the Summit shut down.
And it was such a good one.
Wait, Summit is like over? Like
Summit's over.
The whole company's gone.
Beyond the Summit is over.
Because that's the thing is people talked about too. Like not only were Smash summits, they had summits for everything. And apparently another big one were Dota. No, Counter-Strike,
CS used to have one. Yeah, CS used to have a really, really big one, but then the North American scene kind of died, and none of the European teams wanted to like fly over and do Summit because it was more so like everybody's just coming to hang out in a house, and it's kind of like a fun kind of tournament for the community rather than like an actual like let's win a ton of money type of tournament.
Just unfortunate because those were always my favorite because it's like let's just skip pools. Get to the best part, you'll see a lot more games of top tier people playing top. Like all the games are good games, and it was always fun. And then because it's smaller and tighter, you have like it felt more intimate. And then like the storylines were cooler, and so unfortunate to miss that. I mean, to be fair though, Smash community has been through it, and they're still kicking. I wish somebody would come in and juice that community up because Lord knows they deserve it. But anywho, with that, we got a little bit of time left. Rob, do you think it's enough time to talk to us about your bachelor party or CS2? What you want to talk about CS2 now and bachelor party next?
No, okay. We do a little bit of both. So we went to the bachelor party. This bachelor party was with
by we he means just him. We did not.
Yeah, I went to the bachelor party. Yeah, me and my IRL friends.
That was in air quotes.
Yeah, air quotes. There. But some of them are friends. Some of them are like, oh, like you hang out with him. Like
I get it.
I think I've learned this weekend that like I just hate meeting new people, man. Like I just
welcome.
I just don't need new friends. So when a dude is like, oh, so like I'm Brian, I'm like Robert.
Hey,
like,
Brian.
I don't know. Like I just like, but and then like all of them are like they all went to ASU law. Like they're all like and then they are like your typical cliche, like middle American, like 26, 27-year-olds. All they want to do is drink and golf. So like I have like nothing in common with these guys. And these guys, okay, so first of all, we're chilling around a bar, or like not a bar, but in the backyard. And one of the guys is like, yo, let's shotgun beers. And one of the guys goes like, oh, Rob always has his keys on him. Like, Rob, go grab your keys and like, let's like shotgun some beers. I was like, fuck yeah. Like, I'm known as the key guy because like I always have my keys on me, right? I go into my backpack, no keys.
Oh no.
Like no keys anywhere, bro. And I just brought a backpack with me. You know, I ain't took no carry-on bullshit. Like, give me the $120 flight on there and I'm back. Like, I got a backpack with me. So like I like literally grabbed the backpack. I'm like shaking it, like waiting to hear like a jingle, 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 jingle. No jingles. So like all of a sudden, bro, like my heart dropped, boom. Like I am like, oh my, and then like I think about it, like, oh my god, I parked my car at the airport. Like, if I had like that's a lot of money. Like, what am I gonna do? So like I'm immediately panicking. I call Sydney. I'm like, hey, like I fucked up. You may have to pick me up at the airport. My flight takes off at 6 a.m. I get in Denver around 7 a.m. So you're gonna have to be at the airport at like 7 a.m. to drop me off my keys. So she's not very stoked about that. I'm not very stoked about that. So I'm like starting to think. It's like I'm like, okay, I drove to the airport. Like at some point I had my keys. And it hits me like a ton of bricks, bro. Flash back to security, okay? Okay? I got my AirPods in, bro. The new ones. I ain't fucking around anymore. I got the the noise canceling. I can't hear the of the airplane anymore in the background, you know? I hear nothing but whatever I'm listening to, okay? So I got those in. And I'm wearing a hoodie, shocker. So I have my keys in my like hoodie pocket. I have my Apple Watch on. And so I'm putting all the stuff away. I walk through in, beep, 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 beep. And I go, oh, like, what's on me? Like, and then I go, oh, my watch. So like the security, like TSA person's like, oh, here, like I'll hold on to it while you walk back. So I hand him my watch, walk back through. Wah, wah, wah. I'm like, what is on me again? Keys. And so I go, oh, like, and then the TSA guy's like, oh, here, put him in like, it's like a little pan, like a little, so I throw it in the little pan and he throws it in. Okay. So I walk through the thing, grab my watch. Oh, thanks. Okay. See my like shit already like at the end. Oh, fuck yeah. I don't have to wait. Throw it all on. I walk away.
No.
Forgot to grab the fucking keys, dude. I literally just put them down, put them in, like, and then like as soon as I saw myself, I was like, I can get out of here so fast. Like I'm in and out. So so now
lost and found, hopefully.
Yeah. So like I don't know if you ever have lost anything at the airport.
Just my sanity.
So that was Thursday. So that was like Thursday afternoonish. Oh, and then also
the hits just don't stop coming.
We're flashing back even farther here. So my dad works for United, right? Standby. Sorry, Albus. Standby flying is like a thing which he can like list me on a standby flight, and I could possibly get on the flight for free if there are spots left. So I like to play that game, get a little get a little risky,
Oh,
you know, get a
no.
little dabble up in the risk a little bit.
Oh no.
So it's like the night before. I'm like, hey dad, like how do the flights look? And he's like, the problem is I'm flying to Phoenix as well. So there's only like 2 to 3 flights out of Denver to Phoenix. So you get 3 shots. Like, and if you don't get on, you don't get on. You're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
So, but at least you're home. So I call him and he's like, flights look a little tight. Like you're going to be running a risk. Like you might be at the airport from like 7 a.m. to like 8. Cause like the flights aren't like, it's like one's at 7 a.m. and then one's at like 10 and then one's like at 3 and then one's like at 8. So you have like 4-hour windows between flights if you miss them or like get bumped. So it kind of sucks. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'll just buy my flight. Like, I'm not going to risk it. Like, let's just buy the flight because it's looking like pretty close. And for my dad to say like, yeah, you should probably buy a ticket. Like, if you really want to be there. So I buy a day before a flight ticket, bro. Like, yeah, it's like,
Yep.
it's like $400, like one way. It's like 400.
Not good.
Yeah, it's like 4 because I bought my flight home because I don't play the standby game on the flight home. Get me home. Like I'll buy the flight home. So, but like going, I'll play the game. So I'm like, I'll take it to the chest. Like this is my fault. Like I knew like that this was a possibility. So let's flash forward back. I put all my stuff, leave the keys at the TSA, walk into my gate. I always give myself like 45 minutes. I always give myself a great amount of time before I get there. So I get to my gate. I see myself on like the standby list because like I'm still on the sign up list. Ghost. I'm still on the sign up list. Like for standby because like I was already on there originally. So the flights start going, and I hear on the intercom, standby passenger Venegas, come see me at the podium. And I literally am like, you're fucking joking. Like, you're joking me. Like, I did not somehow just make this. And like, I walk up there and they're like, Mr. Venegas? And I go, yeah. And they go, well, it's just your luck. There's about like 1 flight left and you got the last seat. And I go, well, that's great. You can give it to the person behind me because I literally just bought a ticket a night before this flight. So you can just give it to the person behind him. And they're like, oh, okay. Passenger. And I'm literally like, oh, like, God damn it. Like, no. Like in my head, I'm playing it cool. Like, I'm like, it's all right. Like, you spent like $400 to like go.
It's fine. It's not a big deal. It doesn't hurt. Okay,
so we get to Airbnb. It's cool, very sick. Okay. We are adults, all right? Drew, if you're listening to this fucking podcast, I don't give a fuck because I'm gonna start bitching. We are grown fucking men, okay? I should not be fucking sleeping on the fucking ground at 28 when I'm putting $300 towards an Airbnb. Like, there's like 17 dudes heavy at this place. Like, what are we doing?
Wait, you
like,
paid money you put money into this Airbnb and you got a floor.
I am sharing a fucking bed with my stepbrother night one, bro.
No. Hell no.
And
no.
And then like there's like 6 dudes to a room, basically every other room. Okay, bullshit. Okay, but thankfully first night I fall asleep before Mitch. Thank fuck. Okay, so I actually get like a halfway decent night of sleep. I totally forgot about this story, so I started rambling on. And went, oh yeah, the snoring story. So so we go golfing the next day. Here's a little golf story. Okay, I don't golf. I'm an athlete though. I can swing a club. You know, I can. Of course you can. You know,
you got that dog in you.
Yeah, the ball goes far, but where the ball goes, you know, that's the other thing. So like, thankfully, we go to like this really nice club, and everybody goes like, "Oh yeah, dude, green fee's like $100, and then like to maybe get some rentals like 60." I'm like, okay, like sure, like 160, that's not bad. Walk into the pro shop, my boy Caleb is walking out. He goes, 280 green fees, and just like just walks out saying that, and like you can tell he's paid. I'm like 280. And then, so I didn't bring my clubs. So I got to rent clubs, bro. $350. And because I'm a boy, you know, I get my boy who's like, it's bachelor party for, even though he's a piece of shit sometimes. I give him, you know, I hook him up with some golf balls. So I give him some nice golf. It's like $400 on the day for some fucking golf, okay? Which blows my mind because these guys golf like every other fucking day. Like these guys are golfing all the time. Like one of my boys, Thule. Thule's so cool, really funny guy, real cool. Golfs all the time. And he's like, oh, Rob's going to be out there. He hasn't golfed in 3 years. Good to know I'm not going to be the worst out there. Okay, Thule, at least I can get off the fucking box, all right? Like, you golf all the time and you ass, bruh. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get how these guys can spend hundreds of dollars on golf and still suck balls at it. Like, it just blows my mind. I literally was like, you guys do this all like, yeah, this is super fun. Like, isn't this sick? I was like, yeah, I'm having fun. But like, as soon as I'm like done, I go, holy shit, I spent like $400 to go golfing. Like, because then you don't think about like the drinks you're drinking too. Like, I got some, I got them Red Bull tequilas on deck. Like that's what makes me go.
That's right.
So we go golfing, and then we come back to the house. It's like March Madness, so everyone's drinking and they're all gambling because they're degenerates, going crazy, and just like drinking through the whole night. Okay, and I'm drinking too, so. Let's like flash forward. It's about 11 o'clock. Okay. My stepbrother Mitch is now an English teacher. He lives a very, very, normal life now. He has a flight in the morning. He goes to bed. Okay. So I know I cannot sleep in there now because Mitch snores. Okay. So I go in there later on about 1:30 in the morning. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I go in there. Bro, just like the loudest thing I ever heard. So then like I put in my AirPods, could somehow still hear. Okay. Like, and then like, it's also not comfortable sleeping in with AirPods. Like they like,
oh no.
They like poke you in the ear. And then like, if you sleep like this,
you're a psychopath.
You're a fucking vampire. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If you sleep like on your back straight and just looking, you're weird. Like,
psychotic behavior.
Yeah, that's just weird. So like I'm putting on like the rain music like that you do, like to sleep to. Can't get it. So now it's like 3 o'clock. I've tried to sleep for 2 hours. It's not happening. So now I go out into the living room. Okay. Some wounded soldiers are still left up. One of Drew's ASU friends, I couldn't remember his name. Caleb, Mickey. No, Caleb's asleep. Mickey, Jake, and someone else. And they're like drunk, all kinds of stuff at that point. And Mickey throws on the Red Wedding for Game of Thrones. So we watched the Red Wedding Game of Thrones episode. So it's about 4 a.m. now at this point, and everybody's like going to bed. Okay. Remember when I told you people didn't have places to sleep? So basically people are asleep. When I tell you half of these fuckers are going to die from sleep apnea because they can't fucking breathe in their sleep, bro, I'm not kidding you. Bathroom, I'm hearing snoring. I walk into the living room, snoring. Like, there's nowhere for me to sleep. Like nowhere for me to sleep. And like I literally.
Is this like their first time booking a B&B? Because it's like when they're like sleeps 12, it's like that means probably 8 people in a bed and like 4 people in fucking who knows where else. Like,
so this picture's at 2:50 in the morning.
Bob's living his best life.
Yeah, like my eye. Look at how bloodshot them bitches are.
That's a moody poster right there.
Hey, I may, hey, I mean, we may not be sober at that point either. I mean, come on, it's a bachelor weekend, we having fun. So, but like at that point, like I'm coming down. I want to go to fucking bed. Well, guess what? So is everybody else in that house, and everybody else did way more than Rob did. So everybody's passed out way more than Rob is. So when I tell you people are sleeping like they're not gonna wake, because some of the dudes have a 6:30 a.m. tea time. Like they have a tea time at 2 hours and they're going to bed. And some of them made it. I don't get it, dude. It's crazy. Like, so like I am searching for a place to sleep, bro. Searching for a place to sleep. I want to sleep outside because like, oh, Phoenix, it's probably really hot. No, it gets really fucking cold in Phoenix at night because you're in a desert cold. It's like an oxymoron. I thought I was like, oh my God, desert. I could just sleep outside. Sure, I'll get eaten by mosquitoes and stuff, but fuck it. Like I could actually sleep. No. I try and go and sleep out in the garage. Nope. Somebody thought about that way before I did. Someone's in there and it's Big Z Mahalis. You remember Big Z? Big Z out there is like 6'8", like 280. Like he's just, he's pulling in the garage door as he snores in. And like, so like the living room is taken up with people who snore. Like there's no safe haven, bro, until I find. So there's like a pantry. there's like a pantry, but it's not. It's like a pantry they converted to like a cool little arcade machine. So it's like the spot between the garage and then like the living room, and then they put 2 doors here, and then it's like where the pantry is, and but they put a couple like air buck machines and a Pac-Man machine in there. But it's like, enough. So like I go outside, I go, oh my god, that cushion.
This is it.
Like the cushion seemed like really comfy to sleep on. So I grabbed these 2, like it might as well be like the size of this fucking plate. I grabbed these fucking like cushions from outside, and I'm sleeping on them, bro. And I literally put on like the loudest, like I literally looked up monsoon sounds like on YouTube. Put monsoon sounds in there. Passed out till about 8 o'clock, and then I wake up to Corbin opening the door, going like, "Who the fuck is in like a flood in this room?" And it's me. I literally wake up and like, "What time is it?" He goes, "Oh, it's like 8 o'clock, dude." And like I stumbled out of there. I got like 4 hours of sleep. It was like truly like I thought about Fruit Summit, how bad Sammy was,
No,
but like
no.
let's put like 12 Sammys in the house, like there was no escaping it. Like it was awful. Like, and then like we think like, oh, let's put the biggest snorers in like the living room and like this place where like nobody can really escape it ever. Oh, it was.
Well, how do you book it? How you book an Airbnb where like half the group is sleeping on couches and floors?
Blue, you would think somebody with a law degree would, have critical
thinking
skills.
100%. You would
somebody
think.
Who passed the bar would have, I don't know, a head on their shoulders. That
the common sense. Oh, there's 4 bedrooms, sleeps 12? Huh, that doesn't make sense.
Well, he also comes to me. He also just comes up to me and goes like, "We're so fucked." And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "There's like 17 dudes here and like 9 beds."
That's crazy, man.
And he goes, "But you can like." He goes like, "But you can sleep with Mitch. That's fine." And I was like, "Yeah, thanks for putting me with Mitch, who just is like the loudest snorer ever." But then come to find out, everybody. And then like the next day, everybody's like drinking, having fun. I'm literally just sitting there going like, "You are all gonna die in 10 years because you can't breathe in your sleep." Like everybody here is dying, and you guys don't care. Like. It was but it was
like that meme, the guy in the corner of the party, like they don't know.
Yeah, like they don't know they're all gonna die from sleep apnea, and they're like, "We don't care, come do another line," like partying. So that was the bachelor party. Oh, okay. So then I lose my keys. So I found out I lose my keys. This is like the next day. I lose my keys. Call the TSA. I'm like, "Hey, my flight was Thursday. It's now Saturday. Have you guys found keys?" Thankfully, my keys are very like, the PlayStation lanyard, like very distinctable keys. "No, we haven't found anything yet. Like, can you call us like tomorrow morning?" Oh, fuck. Like, yeah, my flight is tomorrow morning though. Thank God, bro. Sydney called at like 5:40, like 20 minutes before they closed. Like, "Did you guys find him now?" And they're like, "Yeah, we did actually. Like, they were such and such and got turned in. Like, tell them to follow these instructions." So I went the next day. A little mini story. One of the boys, you would know him. His name rhymes with Snikey Peterson. Basically, we had a flight at 6 a.m. All right. And when I tell you, like, that man can like drink to like, I've never like he was like passed out. And like, so I ordered our flight boards at 6 a.m. Like boards takes off 6 a.m. We end up having an Uber at like 5:15 taking us there. So I wake up at 4:30. Every 5 minutes, bro, I'm like, "Mickey, wake up. Mickey, wake up." And then it's like the last 5 minutes before the Uber wakes up, I'm literally like, "Wake up, wake up," like shake him. And he's just like, and then I'm like, "All right, I'm leaving a soldier behind." Like he's not making this flight.
One man left behind.
So yeah, so like 2 of the dudes who were in the bachelor party, like who got up responsibly and like were at the gate, were like, "Yo, where's Mickey? I thought he was like riding with you." I was like, "No, I had to leave him." Like, when I tell you, he's like, it's like 30 minutes before our plane boards. Like he's like, "Hey, just got to the airport." I'm thinking, no way he gets here. Like, there's like just no way. Like the airport line security was crazy. He has his golf bag with him. So 2 minutes before the door closes, bro, who walks in? How the fuck does he do it? Mickey walks in, sits in his seat, and just passes right back out. And I go, dude, no way you just made it. He goes, yeah, I made it, but no way my golf bag's making it. Because, like, he apparently had to go and, like, cut everybody in the check bag line to, like, make his flight. And he was telling him, like, the people behind him were like, how do you live with yourself? Like, and he's just like, sorry.
So I gotta go. Sorry.
Yeah, like,
See, if I'm in the
right?
same scenario, I just go, I'm missing my flight. I would.
Yeah, exactly. Same. I could not do that.
No.
See, me too. Like, and that's why, like, we would never make it like they do. Like,
I wouldn't.
Like, it was just so funny. He was like, because I get off the plane, I'm talking with him. I was like, dude, how did you do that? He's like, oh, dude. He's like, the amount of heckling and yelling I got from the people behind me in the count. He's like, he goes, I just had to keep telling myself I'm gonna be 60,000 miles away from these people probably. But that was just the bachelor party in a nutshell. Sorry, it went on a little longer than I
No, that was great.
No,
imagined.
that was
so
a
many
journey.
like stories that
We're
like
glad
I
you're back.
totally forgot about. They were totally like, as soon as they started talking about it, I was like, oh yeah, the snoring thing that sucked. Oh yeah, I lost my keys. Oh yeah, and some guy passed out and we started stacking stuff on him and it was hilarious until we went, hey, is he breathing? Maybe we should take if he's breathing. And then he was, thankfully.
Okay, good. I'm glad you weren't an accessory to murder.
I wasn't. And I also was a good responsible boy and made sure it wasn't fentanyl before I did it. So
That's good.
That's a story. That's a good. Rob was a good boy.
Rob was a good boy.
And you
Hey,
guys,
I have to ask you.
Yeah.
You guys go on for. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
No, you go.
No, you stop being a good friend. You.
I think he's
No.
about to end it though.
Yeah, my segue was to end it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Rob, did you leave because I woke you up at Fruit Summit?
Probably.
Yeah,
But like I'm not gonna like wake you up and be like, hey dude, stop snoring. Like I'm gonna remove myself because you're having a good time. Like, why am I gonna let my bad time ruin your good time?
All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure, because like when I was like, oh, was I snoring? And you were just like, nah, dude, I just couldn't sleep. And I was like, I was fucking snoring, wasn't I? God damn it.
I mean, people snore, you know. I mean, but I mean, I even snore. Sydney says, but you know, I'm part of the problem. But I don't like pull the shingles off the house. You know what I mean? And some of those guys do.
And
all right, Mr. You may end.
You might pull the shingles off, but we got to pull the cord on this episode of the
So you
GG
can make your
Over
movie.
Easy cast.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for watching and or listening this week.
It's good to be back.
We hope you're all doing great, fantastic. Spring is upon us, and we will talk to you guys in a week. See.
Hey.